All right, buckle up, because today we're talking about one of Hollywood's greatest icons. He's been the cocky pilot, the heartthrob, the all-in-action hero. He's climbed skyscrapers, raced jets, and well, let's just say he's done a lot of running. You know who I'm talking about, Tom Cruise. So who exactly is this guy? How did he go from a small-town kid with a big dream to one of the most famous faces on the planet? Born on July 3rd, 1962 in Syracuse, New York, Tom Cruise grew up in a modest household. His early years were marked by frequent moves and a passion for acting that began in high school. He attended Glenridge High School in New Jersey, where he first took to the stage. His determination and talent were evident from the start. Today we're peeling back the layers and diving deep into the life of a man who truly lives for the thrill of cinema. This is the story of Tom Cruise. Our journey begins in Syracuse, New York on a warm summer day, July 3rd, 1962. This city, known for its rich history and vibrant community, would be the birthplace of a future Hollywood icon. Tom Cruise wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, no trust fund, no Hollywood connections. His early life was far from the glitz and glamour of the silver screen. He was just Thomas Cruise Mapotha IV, the son of an electrical engineer and a special education teacher. His father, a hard-working man, and his mother, a dedicated educator, instilled in him the values of perseverance and hard work. And like a lot of kids, he had his own battles. Growing up in a modest household, Tom faced the everyday challenges that many children do, but his journey was uniquely his own. Tom moved constantly as a child. His family was always on the move, seeking better opportunities and stability. Imagine this. He attended over a dozen schools before he even hit high school. Each move meant starting over, adapting to new environments, and making new friends. And on top of it, he had dyslexia, a learning disorder that made school even tougher. Reading and writing were daily struggles, adding another layer of difficulty to his already challenging life. But here's the thing, he never let it stop him. Tom was determined to overcome his obstacles, showing a resilience that would later define his career. And then, a spark acting. It was in high school that Tom discovered his passion for the stage. In high school, Tom joined the drama club. This was a turning point in his life, a place where he could channel his energy and creativity. Suddenly, he found something that made him feel alive. Acting became his escape, his way of expressing himself and finding joy amidst the chaos of his life. But how do you go from high school plays to starring in some of the biggest blockbusters ever? Well, let's find out. The journey from a small-town boy to a global superstar is filled with twists, turns, and a relentless pursuit of dreams. Fast forward a few years, and young Tom Cruise is out in Hollywood, hustling to land his big break. He was just another face in the crowd, but with a burning desire to stand out. Hollywood was a tough place, filled with countless hopefuls, but Tom had something special, a relentless drive and an unyielding spirit. Now this is the early 80s, an era of big hair, neon lights, and Hollywood's golden age of teen heartthrobs. The streets were alive with energy, and the movie industry was booming. It was a time when dreams could come true, but only for those who dared to chase them. Tom Cruise was ready to make his mark, but he wasn't your average pretty face. He had ambition. He was determined to rise above the rest, to be more than just another actor. He wanted to be a star, and he was willing to put in the work to get there. In 1983, Tom lands a role in Risky Business. This was his chance to shine, to show the world what he was capable of. The role was a perfect fit for him, and he knew it. You know, the one with the famous scene where he slides across the floor in his underwear to old-time rock and roll. That scene became iconic, a moment that would be remembered for years to come. That one dance turned Tom Cruise into a household name practically overnight. Suddenly everyone knew who he was. He was no longer just another actor. He was a star. He wasn't just a star, he was the star. The media couldn't get enough of him, and fans adored him. He'd become a sensation, a symbol of the new Hollywood, and that's where the magic really began. With his newfound fame, Tom had the opportunity to take on more challenging roles, to push himself further as an actor. He was ready to take on the world. The thing about Risky Business was it showed Hollywood that Tom Cruise wasn't just an actor, he was an icon in the making. His performance was unforgettable, and it left a lasting impression on everyone who saw it. That smile, that energy, he was magnetic. People were drawn to him, and he had a presence that couldn't be ignored. He was a natural star, but it wasn't all smooth sailing from here. The path to lasting success in Hollywood is never easy, and Tom faced his share of challenges. There were obstacles to overcome, and he had to prove himself time and time again. The question was, could he turn that initial success into a lasting career? Could he continue to captivate audiences and stay relevant in an ever-changing industry? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain: Tom Cruise was ready to give it his all. Now let's talk about Top Gun. In 1986, Tom Cruise took on the role of a cocky Navy pilot named Maverick. The movie was Top Gun, and it didn't just make waves, it created a tsunami in Hollywood. Suddenly, everyone wanted to be Maverick, and every young guy wanted those aviator sunglasses. Tom Cruise was now a certified superstar. Here's the crazy part. Top Gun wasn't just a movie, it was a movement. Recruitment to the Navy skyrocketed after the film. Tom Cruise wasn't just an actor, he was a cultural icon, a phenomenon. And while we loved watching him fly fighter jets, Tom was already looking for his next big challenge. That's something you'll notice about Tom Cruise. He's always pushing the limits, reaching for the next level, and next he wanted to prove he could do more than just flash a grin and race through the skies. The making of Top Gun was an intense process, with director Tony Scott pushing the cast and crew to their limits. Tom underwent rigorous flight training to bring authenticity to his role, bonding with his co-stars and truly becoming Maverick. The iconic soundtrack, featuring hits like Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins, added to the film's electrifying appeal. Decades later, Top Gun remains a beloved classic, with fans celebrating its legacy at conventions and anniversary events. With Top Gun, Tom had everyone's attention. The film was a massive hit, and Tom Cruise became a household name, known for his charismatic portrayal of the hotshot pilot Maverick. The high-octane action and unforgettable soundtrack made it an instant classic, but instead of sticking to easy blockbusters, he took a risk. He could have easily continued down the path of action hero roles, but Tom wanted more. He sought out projects that would challenge him as an actor and push the boundaries of his craft. He chose roles that were raw, challenging, intense. These were characters with depth, complexity, and emotional weight. Tom was determined to prove that he was not just a one-dimensional action star. In Rain Man, Tom played opposite Dustin Hoffman, portraying a fast-talking, self-centered brother. The film explored the relationship between two estranged brothers, one of whom is an autistic savant. Tom's character undergoes a significant transformation throughout the movie. The film won 4 Academy Awards, and Tom's performance showed Hollywood he had real acting chops. His portrayal was nuanced and heartfelt, earning him critical acclaim and solidifying his reputation as a serious actor. And then he took it even further with Bourne on the 4th of July. This role was a complete departure from anything he had done before. This wasn't an action role, it was the true story of Ron Kovich, a Vietnam veteran who was paralyzed and became an anti-war activist. Tom immersed himself in the role, capturing the physical and emotional struggles of Kovich's journey. Tom's performance was powerful, emotional, and it earned him his first Academy Award nomination. He brought a raw intensity to the role, portraying Kovich's pain, anger, and eventual redemption with incredible authenticity. He was proving to Hollywood that he was more than just a pretty face. He was an actor willing to go to great depths to bring a story to life. His dedication to his craft was evident in every performance, and he was gaining respect from critics and audiences alike. Then came 1996, and with it a new era of action films. Mission Impossible. Tom played Ethan Hunt, a super spy with a taste for danger. Now here's the kicker. Tom didn't just play the role, he lived it. He did his own stunts even when it was dangerous, even when others told him not to. And these aren't just your everyday action scenes. We're talking about hanging off the side of a high-speed train, climbing the tallest building in the world, and dangling from helicopters. And every time a new Mission Impossible film comes out, the stunts get crazier, more intense. People always ask, why does he do it? He's Tom Cruise, he doesn't have to risk his life for a movie. But that's the thing, for him it's all about authenticity. He wants the audience to feel the thrill, to be on the edge of their seats. And that's why Mission Impossible has become one of the greatest action franchises in history. From high-speed motorcycle chases to intense car chases and underwater scenes, Tom pushes the limits. He even performed a halo jump from 25,000 feet, a stunt that required months of preparation. His dedication to training and preparation is unmatched, ensuring every scene is as real as it gets. And the fans, they can't get enough. Each premiere is met with excitement and anticipation. Tom Cruise has cemented his legacy as an action hero, and Mission Impossible continues to set the bar for action films. Here's where Tom Cruise is different from so many stars. The man's been in the industry for over 4 decades. That's 40 years of staying relevant in an industry that's known for chewing up and spitting out stars. But Tom, he somehow managed to adapt, reinvent, and keep people coming back for more. He didn't just stick to one formula. He did sci-fi with Minority Report, became a hardened warrior in The Last Samurai, and even made audiences laugh in Tropic Thunder. And let's talk about Edge of Tomorrow, a sci-fi action flick where he dies over and over and over again. Cruise has this knack for picking roles that surprise us, and somehow it always works. Take the Mission Impossible series, for instance. He's not just the star, he's the driving force behind its success. And who can forget Jerry Maguire, a role that showcased his range and depth. Awards, accolades, and a loyal fan base. Tom Cruise has it all. And with Top Gun Maverick, he's proven that he's still got it. Reinventing and staying relevant, Tom Cruise makes it look easy. Now, after all these years, Tom Cruise isn't slowing down. He's still delivering blockbuster after blockbuster, still pulling off insane stunts, still capturing hearts worldwide. The man is in his 60s and he's showing no signs of slowing down. Hollywood doesn't just respect him, it needs him. And we, the fans, we can't get enough. Love him or not, Tom Cruise is undeniably one of a kind. He's pushed the limits of what it means to be an actor, redefined the action genre, and shown us all what passion and dedication can achieve. His legacy is set, his name forever etched in Hollywood history. And if I know one thing for sure, it's this. Wherever Tom Cruise goes next, we're all going to be right there, watching, waiting, and ready for one hell of a ride. Because with Tom Cruise, the adventure never ends. His commitment to his craft is unparalleled. And his ability to reinvent himself keeps us all on the edge of our seats. Here's to many more years of unforgettable moments and cinematic magic. Tom Cruise, a true living legend.